Hey guys, today we're talking about Chapter 6.3, Solving Systems by Elimination. So today we are talking about the Eliminator! That's what we're going to call it, because it's kind of fun that way. And that's exactly what he's doing. This whole Solving Systems by Elimination is doing just that, using the Eliminator. Alright, so another way we can solve systems is through elimination. Okay? Basically, we're taking out a variable. And we do that in a very cool way. So here's how to solve step by step to solve by elimination. First, write the system so that the variables are aligned. Okay, so you would have the x's, the y's, and the x's are going to be on top of each other, the y's are going to be on the top of each other, equals, equals, and some number. Okay, you're going to have coefficients, plus, minus, whatever. All right? Then, once we've written the system so that the variables are aligned, you're going to eliminate one variable and solve for the other variable. Okay? We'll talk more about what this eliminate stuff is in a few minutes. Once you've done that, then you substitute, which we did last class, the value of the variable into an original equation. Now, it could be a modified one, but usually the original one is the easiest to substitute in for. Then, solve for the other variable. And then the very last thing you do is write them as an ordered pair. Okay, x comma y. All right, so here's an example. Use elimination to solve the system of equations. All right, so here is a big hint. Okay, you want the coefficients of one variable to match. Okay, you're looking for the ones that match. Now they have to be the opposite of each other, the opposite signs, but you want them to match. Notice we have 5y and 5y. This one's negative and this one's positive. If I add a negative 5 to a positive 5, what do I get? If you said 0y, you are correct. So, to eliminate these, notice I have the x's above each other, the y's above each other, and the numbers over here are above each other. I'm going to just add down. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Negative 5y plus 5y is 0y. I'm going to just leave those out. They have been eliminated. And then 31 minus 16 is 15. All right, divide by 5, I get x equals 3. All right, and now that I know that x is 3, I can substitute 3 in for x into one of these equations. Now, it does not matter which one you choose. I'm going to choose the first one just for grins. All right, so I've got 3 times 3 minus 5y equals negative 16. So 9 minus 5y equals negative 16. Subtract 9 from both sides. Negative 5y equals negative 25. So y equals positive 5, because negative 25 divided by negative 5 is positive 5. So our solution is 3, 5. Yay! We eliminated the y's. Okay. Well, what if they're not opposites? What if I can't just add down? Well, you can use subtraction, but you have to, don't forget, to distribute the negative. Okay? If you need to change the signs for the entire equation. For example, here we go. We have these two equations. Notice I have 4's that match, the x's match, these don't. So since I'm going to eliminate the x's. But if I just add 4 plus 4, I get 8. That's not eliminating. Okay, so I need to change all of the signs for one of the equations. It doesn't matter which one. I just chose the second one because it's easier for me. Okay, draw a line and then just add down. So we have 0x. We eliminated x. 2 plus 3 is 5y equals 10. Okay, divide by 5. Y is 2. Now we know what y is. We're going to plug 2 in for y into one of the equations. I'm going to use the first one since I didn't change it. So I've got 4x plus 2 times 2 equals 28. So 4x plus 4 equals 28. So 4x equals 24, so x equals 6. Subtract 4, you get 24. Divide by 4, you get 6. So my equation, my ordered pair is 6, 2. All right. Now, one question you might be asking yourself is, what if none of the coefficients match? Well, this is a very good question. And we can deal with that very simply. Make two of the coefficients match by multiplying each whole equation by a number that will get the coefficients to the least common multiple. Okay? So we just want to get the LCM, and that's going to be our matching one, and we can deal with it that way. All right, here's an example. We have a 3 and a 5 for x and a 2 and a 4 for y. Well, I want to get rid of one of them. Which would be easier to get to? Well, 3 and 5, I'd have to multiply 3 by 5 and 5 by 3 to get their least common multiple of 15. And 4 and 2, well, 4 is a multiple of 2. So why can't I just multiply the second equation by 2? And since I need to have different signs, I'm going to multiply it by a negative 2. And if I do that, then I would have negative 4 here, which would eliminate the positive 4 here. All right, so I'm just going to rewrite the top equation. So I've got 3x plus 4y equals 6. And now I need to write this bottom equation. So negative 2 times 5x is negative 10x. Negative 2 and positive 2y is negative 4y. And that equals positive 8 because negative 4 times negative 2 is positive. Now I just add down. So that would give me negative 7x. The y's would be eliminated, and I would have 6 plus 8 is 14. Divide by negative 7, x equals negative 2. Cool. All right. Well, now all I have to do is plug in the x value into one of these equations. I'll choose the first one. It looks easier. 3 times negative 2 plus 4y equals 6. That's negative 6 plus 4y equals 6. I have to add 6 to both sides. Be careful with that. So I have 4y equals 12, which means that y equals 3. So I have the point negative 2, 3. All right, perfect. Let's go ahead and try this one. Before I do it, why don't you pause the video, work it on your own, and then come back to me. All right. I hope that you notice that 2 and 3 are both going to have issues. So I'm going to have to multiply this one by 3 and this one by 2 to get the least common multiple. All I have to do to the top one here is multiply it by a negative 2 to get the opposite of the positive 2 here. So I've got 3x plus 2y equals 37. That's this equation right here. I just rewrote it. And now I'm going to multiply this top one by a negative 2. So I have, let me get a different color, negative 4x minus 2y equals negative 46. Okay, draw a line. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1x. The y's are eliminated. And negative 46 plus 37 is negative 9. Yeah. So x equals 9. I'm going to pick one of these equations. I like the fact that this has smaller numbers in it. I don't know about you. I don't want to have to divide by 2 in the end. So I'm going to just go ahead and use the original equation, 2x plus y equals 23, and plug in 9 for x. So I have 2 times 9 plus y equals 23. So that's 18 plus y is 23. Subtract 18. Y equals 5. And that gives me the 0.95. Awesome. All right, here's the last one. Now this one, none of them are pretty. None of them are multiples of each other. None of them are nice. So go ahead, pause the video, try it on your own, and then come back to me and we can work together. All right, now which one should I choose? This is stinky. Well, notice that these two are already opposites, so I wouldn't have to multiply by a negative and risk changing a sign wrong. So I think I'm going to get the y's to match instead of the x's so that I don't have to multiply by negative. Alright, so I'm going to multiply this one by whatever it needs, and this one needs to be, we want positive 15 and negative 15, so I'm going to multiply this one by 5, and this one I'm going to have to multiply by 3. Alright, I'm going to multiply this one by 5, and I'll write it in blue, so I'll do it that way. 5 times 4 is 20x plus 15y equals 40. So I just did that. I multiplied this equation and put it there. Alright, the next one I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this one by 3, and I'm going to write it in red right here. 3 times 3x is 9x minus 15y equals negative 69. Draw a line, and now I can just add down. I'm going to have 29x, the y's are eliminated, equals negative 29. So that just means that x equals negative 1. Well, now I can pick either one of these equations and plug in negative 1 for x. The second one has nasty negatives, so honestly, I just want to make my life easier. I'm going to pick the first equation. 4 times negative 1 plus 3y equals 8. So I've got negative 4 plus 3y equals 8. Add 4 to both sides. So 3y equals 12. Divide both sides by 3. Y equals 4. So my point is negative 1, 4. Ta-da! All right. So we have solved by elimination. What you need to do next. First, email me 3 things that you learned. Then 2 good questions. All of this can be in the same email. 2 good questions. And answer this question. What is the funny name that Mrs. Meller gave to this latest form of solving equations? And number 2, bring to class your filled out notes for this chapter section, the completed warm-up problems, and the completed cool-down problems. All right? I will see you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.